Well, we may not be able to tell, but this is a live look at our Midtown camera in Memphis, where fog is rolling through the region quite heavily, 69 degrees with rain falling as well. Really want to make sure we are taking it easy on the roadways here this morning, as I do think we are dealing with even worse than Wednesday for sort of foggy and rainy conditions, at least for this sort of end of the 6 a.m. hour, 7 a.m. hour period, as temperatures today, as a result of all of this rain and fog, likely to not exceed yesterday's highs. Winds out of the east at 10 miles per hour. Those visibility readings at the airport in Memphis at least saying 4 miles. Of course, from that camera view, we can assume it is much lower in the downtown and midtown neighborhoods, probably below a mile as it is officially in Covington and Forest City right now. Bolivar at 2.5 miles. It seems that only in Mississippi do we have some spots that are looking to be fairly clear, even though Clarksdale is at about 3 miles for the moment. Last night, we did end up seeing that moisture sort of make a bit of an earlier arrival, which will spell good news, I think, for any sort of storm chances later tonight. We should be drying out and possibly only seeing some very isolated rainfall, not much energy for any sort of storm development now into the evening. But of course, the trade-off is some very less than ideal morning conditions, as we are still seeing yet more rainfall on its way towards the Memphis metro after I think a brief break will be seen over the next 20 to 30 minutes. I do think this will start to contract a bit more, but overall what we are seeing right now is probably about as heavy as it gets. We'll take a closer look here at Memphis, the very heaviest of this rain, which fortunately is not containing any thunder and lightning, extends about as far to the east as Interstate 240. Things sort of becoming a little more scattered as we look closer towards I-269 out towards Arlington, and then off to the west in Arkansas is where things are going to be the heaviest, where we will likely see the highest rainfall totals after this passes by later this morning. Over the next couple of hours, we will see the rain chances gradually taper off, and temperatures as a result stifled a bit around the same range as yesterday. We will have to wait until tomorrow to see the 80s, but I do think that Saturday is going to be the driest day by far of our Memorial Day weekend, especially now that overnight tonight, or at least for this evening, the chance of any storm activity will be reduced. Not zero, but it does seem that we're going to have that, again, energy sort of already used up by this morning, and heading into the overnight hours tonight, dry conditions. Saturday itself looking like we will enjoy plenty of dry time, and temperatures taking a solid jump up to at least the lower 80s. So we do have things to look forward to. We'll have to keep in mind some returning rain chances possibly, though, as we head towards Sunday and Monday, at least in some capacity. Morning rain for today, and then into this early afternoon, a little bit of dry time. We could see what I think now will only be a few showers tonight. Thunderstorms probably not looking very likely. They were already forecast to be a bit isolated to begin with, but now I don't think thunder and lightning will be any sort of issue here if we do have plans for this evening. Of course, ground's going to be quite wet after this morning, but we will have a lot of dry time for Saturday. Sunday and Monday, the rain chances are looking a little higher. I think between the 2 days, Sunday will probably be a little bit more rainy, or at least certainly have higher chances for storms in the evening and overnight hours. The morning, early afternoon, for both of these days, I do think will end up being mostly dry across the region. And then as we continue into the shortened work week, we are still seeing those temperatures around that same upper 70s, lower 80s range, and rain chances still holding steady. Thunderstorm activity may be becoming a bit more widespread. Overall, this rain is very good news in terms of alleviating those long-lasting drought conditions that have been ongoing since the start of the spring season. However, the timing here, of course, with the holidays, not the most ideal, but still a lot of opportunity for some good outdoor plans if we do time it correctly around those drier slots throughout the weekend.